So just a disclaimer, I'm extremely passionate about international things, so I have some notes so that I don't keep you here forever. So I'm Teddy. Oh, sorry, first, my colleague Haley was supposed to join me, but she's leaving Tunisia actually tomorrow, so she can't come. But she sends her love, and she wishes me the best of luck. Okay, so my name is Teddy. I'm a 20-year-old student from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I'm in my second year. I came to Tunisia this past February to study اللغة العربية وثورة تونسية في سيدي بوسعيد. And I'm officially an American citizen of Greek immigrant parents. I grew up in a bicultural, bilingual home, and I've devoted myself to living a polylingual, polycultural life. I study French and Arabic, and I know some Greek on the side too for my family. And I specialize in international studies. I've lived in the US, obviously, India, Greece, and now Tunisia for 4 months, and I've also traveled to Thailand, Canada, and Mexico. Today I want to talk to you guys about what it means to be a global citizen. Does one even exist? It's kind of a big lofty word, and I want to break it down. And I say global and not international because the word international reinforces this idea that people can be divided according to man-made lines on a map. And the word global has a more unified, lofty connotation, and we're going to stick with that one today. So I turned to Facebook, actually, to understand what my traveler friends think being a global citizen means. So I asked them, what do they feel like? Do they feel like an international citizen? Do they feel like an American? And I got a lot of similar answers, so I'm just going to read some of those to you. I can't give specific credit to anybody because there's so many, but these are general themes. To them, being a global citizen means traveling freely, dissolving national boundaries, and accepting foreign cultures and languages. Not necessarily speaking them, but appreciating them. Being a global citizen means having hard talks about religion and culture. It's weaving in and out of your comfort zone. It's understanding that first we're human and second we're nationals of a certain country. It's feeling deeply present in wherever you are, if that's in your home country, if that's in your place of work. Also, it's being a world learner all the time and learning from the world, from strangers that you meet on the street. Being a global citizen is acknowledging that we each have a global impact. It's much bigger than we realize in our everyday lives, but we all have a huge capacity to influence other people in the world that are beyond our environment. And we all share one Earth, so we all have a responsibility to treat our home, our collective global home, fairly. We also have a responsibility to teach each other, or to live in a way that allows our differences to flourish so that we can coexist. And also, the most profound answer I got from my Facebook colleagues was that what makes us different is trivial in comparison to what makes us the same. That we all want the most amount of happiness and the least amount of suffering. That we all want to laugh and smile and feel safe and welcomed. Enough food and water to feel like we have a home, to live a full, realized life. Just a moment. Global citizenship is a mindset, but it's also a lifestyle. So going beyond understanding that we're deeply interconnected, that each of us is deeply interconnected, but it's also something that we can act upon, that we can actively fulfill in our everyday lives. It's a right and a responsibility. We are responsible for sharing our natural resources, for thinking open-mindedly, for exerting compassion and respect for all beings. And to me personally, global citizenship means expanding my definitions of the world, what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a student or a daughter or a neighbor. I seek new people and new experiences who help me challenge my understanding of the world. But that's not something easy to do on an everyday basis. I travel a lot, and I'm really thankful for all the travels I've had at such a young age, but it's not the only way that we can think big and we can think globally. You can have a global consciousness pretty much anywhere. Personally, I like to keep foreigners close. So my best friend is Saudi Arabian and my other best friend is Turkish. And so I've spent a good 6 years understanding what it feels like to have two homelands and for them to be torn between two totally different cultures. And they've taught me, they've taught me that home is in the heart and it really doesn't matter where you are. And it's more about the feelings that you project and the feelings that you get back from the people wherever you are. But you guys can exert your globalness from wherever you are as well. You can shop consciously, buy locally, read international newspaper, learn a new language, study abroad, make foreign friends. That's my favorite, and not just because I'm a foreigner in Tunisia and I want more friends that are Tunisian, but also because it's the easiest way, and everyone wants more friends. But I am extremely grateful for all the travelers. Oh, sorry, I never gave you a disclaimer, sorry. These are just some pictures from my travels that I thought you guys might appreciate. I hope some of them make you laugh. Afterwards, you can ask if you have any questions. Thankfulness, I'm so grateful for all my foreign friends, from people who've taken me in and given me a place to sleep, who've fed me, who've taken me far out of their way to get to my destination because I have no idea where I'm going and I don't speak the language and I don't have a map. To people who've simply listened when I wanted to talk about my cultural experiences, or who were really excited about telling me about their family and their traditions. That dialogue is extremely important, and that in itself is a global consciousness, even if we're just sitting in a coffee shop in Tunisia, even if we never leave the coffee shop in Tunisia, which we all want to do, right? But it's in these small ways, when strangers help me during my travels, and back home as well, but it feels most profound when you're abroad and you feel out of place and alienated and you don't know anybody. And when somebody takes time out of their day to help my well-being, to give me a juice, man, some days in India it was just like, I really need something to drink. And having somebody just reach out and the little act of compassion, taking responsibility for my well-being, even in that small way, that to me is global consciousness. It's that in itself, but realizing that we're responsible to each other beyond our borders, beyond language, that we don't even need language to have a good time. I had so many good conversations without words. I wish I could explain them to you, but I would look ridiculous. And I know there's a friend in the audience right now who has a relationship with her Tunisian host mother. Neither of them speak the same language, and they love each other so much. And it's just like the whole, "Only Aishik Moj, I like Tunisia." So I just want to encourage you all to travel if you can. It's expensive and it's hard, and you're going to get a lot of resistance, I'm sure. People are going to tell you not to go there, or it's too difficult, but reach out however you can, making yourself more conscious of places that are outside your physical bubble. That's just a small way that you can think globally. Thank you.